Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters, to another exciting episode of Coin Collector Hub. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2000p Roosevelt dime, a coin that might just be hiding a fortune in your pocket change. Could it really be worth $4,878 in the current market? Stick around as we explore the lengthy history, its value, rare varieties, and how you can strike it rich with this incredible coin. Let's take a trip back in time and explore the history of the Roosevelt dime series. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 as a tribute to Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt was not only a beloved leader during the Great Depression and World War II but also a major advocate for the March of Dimes campaign, which aimed to fight polio, a disease he battled himself. The U.S. Mint honored his legacy by placing his portrait on the 10-cent coin, replacing the Mercury dime. Fast forward to the year 2000, the dawn of a new millennium. The U.S. Mint continued to produce Roosevelt dimes in large numbers, with the Philadelphia Mint striking over 1.8 billion dimes that year. But here's the kicker: some of these 2000p dimes have rare errors, unique qualities, and minting quirks that can skyrocket their value into the thousands of dollars. Before we dive into the rarity and value, let's talk about the basic specifications of the 2000p Roosevelt dime. Philadelphia approximate: 1,842,091.67% copper, 8.33% nickel weight, 2.268 grams, 17.91 mmH. Read it. Now, let's talk about what makes certain 2000p Roosevelt dimes so valuable. If you come across a 2000p dime where the design is significantly misaligned, you might be holding a gold mine. Off-center dimes with a 30 to 50% misalignment can fetch anywhere from $200 to over $1,000, depending on how drastic the error is. Some 2000p dimes were struck without their nickel coating, revealing the copper core beneath. These copper-colored dimes can bring in anywhere from $500 to $2,500. If you find a 2000p dime that appears wider and missing the typical reeded edge, or one that shows double impressions, you're in luck. These can be worth anywhere from $150 to $2,000. For collectors of high-grade dimes, one of the most sought-after features is a full bands FB designation, where the horizontal lines on the torch are fully struck and separated. A 2000p dime graded MS67 or higher with full bands can reach auction prices of $4,000 or more. Now let's address the big question: how much is a 2000p Roosevelt dime worth in today's market? If you find one in pocket change, it's likely worth face value, 10 cents, to about $1. Coins in mint state can sell for $10 to $25. MS67 grade. If you have a near-perfect example, expect prices from $200 to $700. These are extremely rare and can be valued $4,000 or more. As mentioned earlier, error dimes can reach $4,878 or higher in specialized auctions. So, what does this mean for you, fellow coin hunters? It means checking your pocket change, old coin jars, and dime rolls could lead to a life-changing discovery. The 2000p Roosevelt dime may not seem like much at first glance, but with the right errors and mint conditions, it could be worth thousands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Coin Collector Hub. Also, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the next big coin discovery. And let me know in the comments, do you have a rare 2000p Roosevelt dime in your collection? Happy hunting, and may the coin gods be in your favor. Have you ever looked at the change in your pocket and wondered if you might be holding a small fortune? Well, today we're diving into the world of rare dimes, specifically the 1967 Roosevelt dime, an unassuming coin that could be worth big money. Stay with us, because this might just be the most valuable coin you've ever encountered. To truly appreciate the 1967 Roosevelt dime, we need to go back in time to the origins of this series. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He wasn't just any president. Roosevelt led the country through the Great Depression and World War II, and he played a crucial role in establishing the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio. Designed by John R. Sinek, the dime replaced the Mercury dime and featured Roosevelt's profile on the obverse, with an olive branch, torch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbols of peace, liberty, and strength. These dimes were originally made of 90% silver, but by the mid-1960s, silver prices skyrocketed. This led to a major change. In 1965, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition, eliminating silver from dimes and quarters. Now, let's zoom in on the 1967 Roosevelt dime. What makes this year special? First, it was a pivotal time in American coinage. The country had just transitioned away from silver coins, and the mint was experimenting with new ways to deter hoarding and shortages. One key change? No mint marks. From 1965 to 1967, the U.S. Mint removed mint marks from all dimes, quarters, and half dollars to prevent collectors from stockpiling specific mintages. This means all 1967 dimes appear the same, regardless of where they were minted. Another unique fact? These dimes were issued in special mint sets instead of traditional proof sets. These SMS coins had a semi-proof-like finish and were struck with more detail than regular circulation coins. If you find a 1967 Roosevelt dime with a deep cameo finish, you're in for a serious payday. Alright, let's talk numbers. The 1967 Roosevelt dime is a very common coin in circulated condition, often worth just face value. However, the real treasure lies in finding high-grade examples and rare varieties. Let's break it down. Worth 10 cents to $1 uncirculated condition, worth $5 to $20 high-grade uncirculated, worth $30 to $2,001,967 SMS deep cameo dime, worth $1,000 to $5,000. The highest price ever paid for a 1967 Roosevelt dime? A stunning SMS PR69 deep cameo sold for over $4,878. Yes, almost $5,000 for a single dime. The key here is condition. Coins with deep mirror-like surfaces and frosted devices are the ones that bring in the big bucks. Now, let's talk about something that makes coin collectors' hearts race: errors and varieties. If you have a 1967 Roosevelt dime with any of these rare errors, it could be worth a fortune. Doubled by obverse, look for doubling in Roosevelt's profile or the date. Coins with major misalignments can sell for hundreds. Full bands on SMS dimes. If the bands on the torch are fully struck and clear, it indicates a superior strike, making the coin much more valuable. These are rare and can fetch premium prices. So, the next time you get a Roosevelt dime in your change, take a closer look. Could it be a rare high-grade specimen? Could it have a valuable error? If you think you've found a special one, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. It might just change your life. Do you have a 1967 Roosevelt dime? Let us know in the comments below. And if you love coin collecting and want to see more amazing videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.